It's Dames with iHeartRadio, and it is a real pleasure to have these guests with me today. Collectively, they have tens of millions of albums sold, billions of stream, and they're all coming from this little island of Jamaica doing massive things. We have Shaggy, we have Spice, we have Sean Paul. How is everybody doing?
Very good, bro.
Thank you for having us.
Give thanks for the time.
You know, it's one of those things I should have asked individually because everybody kind of answered at the same time. But Shaggy, you just said you just came off the flight. You're back in Miami right now.
Bermuda had a big influencer party. It was crazy because I actually was performing on the back of a boat with tons of influencers from TikTok or from around the world, India, China, everywhere. And they were all these really young influencers singing every line to all of these songs, and we go down there, and they were partying to it. And it was just a good vibe,
Yeah. We would have said, how come you never invite me? But you can't go nowhere right now. So I say, make we have one down here, so now. One of them same influencer party. Make we bring them down, man.
Dude, that would be dope if we could have doing a Jamaica, but I think the fact that Jamaica have to open up a little bit.
True, man, and that may I try force now, man.
We still like that crazy
try force now. The argument may I try get to know. Is it?
Listen, SP is not the only one. We're on heavy lockdown here in Toronto. As a matter of fact, tomorrow they're going to open up a little bit. Not enough to open up the nightclubs and get back to the bashments and all that, but go down there. The new single. I am waiting to drop this record in a nightclub. How did this collab come together? Who called who? How did it happen? Yeah, that's
how it be since I initiated it and started it. I was the one who reached out to Shaggy and I tell him that I want to do a song with him. I want to work with him. And of course, he invited me to his studio. And when I went to his studio, that's where I discovered the Go Down Deh track. His chorus was already on it. And from the moment me hear it and the rhythm and the way I delivered it, Go Down Deh, why not Go Down? Remember, say Shaggy now, why it's my song, really did sing to me and put on. Yeah, so from the moment I heard it, it had my name written all over it. I did my part on the track and I was just so excited. And people ask me all the time how difficult it was to get these two legends together. And when I reply to them and tell them it was the most easiest thing I've ever done throughout my career, they ask how. I mean, Shaggy never itched when I reached out to him and I did the song. And when we had our part on it, and I said, let's get Sean Paul on this track. He never itched. I sent it to Sean, and within 24 hours, he sent back theme part, not itching. So for me, it was just the easiest thing I've ever, done. No difficulty. It was just a great energy, and it was just effortlessly done.
I think
real recognize real, brother. Real recognize real. So me's a fan of Spice and Shaggy and. Revere the both of them work and talent. And so when Shaggy showed me, I said, yo, put a verse on this. From me, press play and hear the do, 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 do. I said, what kind of track this? So, yeah, we showed them back quick time with it. So, big up to Spice. For me, it's her time now. Like, the album that she getting ready is really special. She and Shaggy working on. And for throughout there pretty soon still, so a few time this now. Also big up Shaggy for us, rounds up the whole thing and them something there. Right now it's a big man move and we're inspired by them type of thing and we'll keep up the same collabs where me and you keep on a talk about, not just only in music, but we touring to and them something that we have to click up on and do a thing.
Yeah, Spice was saying it was easy to get two legends on the track because, that's what you guys are. You guys have been at this thing a long time. And like I said, you've sold hundreds of millions of albums collectively. I think that speaks true to your professionalism, both of you guys. And that's why you've lasted so long. You're still relevant. Shaggy, this one for you. We're looking at Spice. She's putting out her debut album, if I'm not mistaken. It's 10 years in the making. It's called 10. How did you get involved? Because I understand you're executive producing this one.
Touch with me to collab. What I did, I started to do some research, and in researching, I realized that she has never put a body of work out. There was a lot of singles that she put out, so I said, why don't we try and put a body of work out? But she had she wasn't in the best place with her record company at the time, which is VP. And I felt I could intervene, and I did. And I had
you straighten out
So-
how with it lean and intervene.
yeah,
Man, Is it?
yeah. And I just kind of got all of them. Just got a conversation going, and based on the conversation, we had an agreement in this. We just started to work, and to work was easy because what Spice does for me is, I've admired her talent for so many years, and now I was in studio with her. Just the way that she was delivering this song, she's one of the quickest artists. If you write anything and say, "Yo, Spice, do this," she'll make it sound 10 times better than what you were thinking it was going to sound like. And she's just that, it was just exciting for me. And it was a creative boost for me on it. So, her and I working together on it was great. Sean coming in was like the icing on the cake on it, and I'm just really, really excited. It comes out the 30th of July, and we're all excited for the release.
Now, Spice, what was it like learning and working with Shaggy so closely?
It was a great experience and still is. I've learned so much from him. But one of the things that really stood out to me most was how hard he kept working. And I tell myself, no man, if Shaggy so rich and Shaggy sell billions, I reckon that he still work so hard. I have to work even harder than I'm working. So that's something that I don't take light to it. He's always still working, no matter the level that he's already at. And so I kind of embrace that. And I'm still learning a lot from him. And I used to go through a lot. And as a woman, I'm very emotional and I speak on what I go through. But when he tell me what he has been through throughout this business, it make my little something look like fries. So I just kind of realized that sometimes you don't have to be opinionated and voice certain things that, you go through all the time. You just have to keep it moving because everybody go through them own little things in separate ways. So I definitely learn a lot from him.
Love that. Now, SP, last month, hip-hop community lost DMX, and it got me to thinking about his impact as an artist with the music, but also as an actor. Belly, cult classic, legendary movie. You had a cameo in it. You worked on a record with him. You have any stories about DMX in particular, or was it just kind of in passing that you guys ended up working together?
Yeah, in passing a couple times, especially there, we shot we almost shoot a whole video for that song. Me and Mr. Vegas and X. It was called Here Comes the Boom. So Hype Williams never really get to finish the video. So on that set, we kind of hung out a little time in Canada and tour and here and there. But I always have a great respect for him. First of all, him being a great, a big hip hop artist at the time, huge, 2 albums deep, and Lego won the next year, and all 3 of them bust 1 million sales first week. It's like, the caliber artist he was to come do the tune with me and Mr. Vegas was like pretty cool of him. So he introduced me to a whole crowd of kids who was just into hip hop and them kind of way. So I kind of owe that to Hype Williams and to also to DMX. RIP to him, big up to him, friends and family, and the fans too. Straight, I have them all over the world.
Well, listen, Shaggy, Spice, Sean Paul, like I said, kicking off the conversation, it has been an absolute pleasure to sit down and chop it up with all of you. Brand new album, debut album 10, out at the end of July, correct?
Mad.
Yes, 10.
Look out for that. Sean Paul, you have an album out right now, Live and Living, another one.
Live and Living.
Yes,
Scotch coming out over the summer. I'm not setting a date yet, but it's coming out. 6 album too,
Yeah, and Shaggy has his executive hat on at the moment, but I know music is coming.
What do you mean? The man are full of tune.
I'm actually doing a hip hop reggae album.
There you go. Is that breaking news?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, so hold on. So who's on there then? You gotta give me some more than that. You gotta give me some more. Give me 3 featured hip hop artists.
You know what I've done so far is really gotten the reggae side of it done. So it's a hip hop reggae album, but I've had some features on it already that are dancehall and reggae features. And now I'm working on the the crossover feature side of it. You know what I mean? I'm not a big feature fan because I've had, you know, rough situation with most of them. Sean has done a little better with them than me. Me,
you went diamond by yourself. We know.
You know, no, it's not really that, but it's always a hard situation to deal with a lot of the features in doing records. I've had a lot of really rough experiences with them. So I normally tend to feature people who I have really great relationships with, where we're like friends. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there will be some friends on there, put it this way. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say features. I would say some friends. Yeah, we should.
I'm a feature creature, you know?
Now I'm going to go through your Instagram to see who you're posing with, popping bottles in the club.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, once again, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. I wish you all the best. Stay safe.
Thank you so much for having us.
Get out of lockdown. I think Atlanta and Miami, Florida, they're pretty much open.
So. Yeah, man, I'm still fly like the Phoenix, man. You watch, man.
Yeah. My blood.
Let's go. Let's go,
right.
Sean. Let's go.
Bang.